Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to a brand new video over on PrizePicks. Today we're going into my two favorite plays in the NBA. We're building out a 4-man on PrizePicks. We got 2 soccer plays, 2 NBA plays. We're going to end all of it, but first up, do me a huge favor, drop a like on this one. Let's try to get to 10 likes. Yesterday, I'm pretty sure we got to 8 likes. If we could get to 10 likes today, that'd be absolutely awesome. And now let's recap what happened on yesterday's video and really just yesterday in general. This is one thing that you will see me doing every single day that you will not see a lot of other YouTubers doing because a lot of them don't give out good picks and they don't even recap their losses and their wins. They don't want to show that they ever lose. But I mean, if you're a sports bettor, you lose sometimes, right? Like this always happens. I don't understand why people don't show their losses. Anyways, we're getting into the picks. And speaking about losses, unfortunately, we did end up taking a loss right here. I'm going to say we clean swept the NBA. I'm recording this and it's around the third quarter right now in the Spurs game. It looks like De'Aaron Fox is not going to hit. It looks like we went 2 for 2 on the NBA plays. Karl-Anthony Towns smacked, De'Aaron Fox should smack. But one thing I want to notice here is that our soccer plays missed and they missed bad, right? Now, do I care that this guy didn't even get halfway to his green bar? No, because the most important thing right here is this guy getting the same exact result as this guy? Because it's about one thing and one thing only, and that thing is called correlation. Correlation means if something happens, the odds of another thing happening are very, very increased or very, very likely, right? If event X happens, then event Y will happen at a higher rate than it usually would without event X happening, right? I'm going to be speaking a little bit too much in math terms, but here in the soccer game, we were basically saying, well, if this team is going to have the ball a lot, they're going to pass the ball a lot, meaning this guy will get a lot of passes, this guy will get a lot of passes. And look how correlated these are. These guys literally missed by the exact same amount. They were halfway to their par. There's a reason why this team didn't hit. They actually scored within the first 3 minutes of the game, and they were really playing a bunch of defense later. They didn't need the ball. The other team was getting the ball, attacking a ton. And if they didn't score that early, or if the other team scored, I'm sure they would have had the ball more. At the end of the day, it is what it is. It was super correlated. And speaking about correlation, we used that exact strategy to cook on our Taco Tuesday plays. In the VIP, I sent out 9 picks for Taco Tuesday, so 3 tacos, and then we took them each as 3-mans, and we smacked. Absolutely insane. Bang. Easy winner right here, LeBron James taco. All of those was an easy cash. This was a 5.5x winner right here. Another one right here for the soccer taco. Easy cash, 5.5x winner. And these guys weren't even close. Look, we're using correlation again. Same team, 2 guys on the under. This time it's a video game, but it's the same idea. This time we almost had a perfect clean sweep on the tacos, but right here, Pout actually goes over by literally 0.5. We needed him under 7.5. He got 8. At the end of the day, it is what it is. But super, super close using correlation once again. And you guys can do the math, right? If I put 1 unit on this pick, 1 unit on this pick, 1 unit on this pick, so 1 unit on each taco, and I'm making $0 from this, 5.5x from this, and 5.5x from this. What am I making overall? Well, it's 5.5x plus 5.5x, right? So that's 11x. And then what did you put in? 3. So 11 minus 3 is 8 units worth of profit. It is that simple, and that is exactly how we use Taco Tuesday to cook on PrizePicks. They only release discounts sometimes, but when they do, we absolutely smack. And I'm putting this here, I guess this says yesterday. I'm recording this on, late on Wednesday night, so it's yesterday, but it's actually, this happened on Tuesday, I should say. We smacked out our 10x lay, and this was on YouTube video. So I just want to put that out there, guys, show you guys this stuff actually does work. Here we're taking 2 correlated picks and then 2 NBA picks. Today's video is going to be very, very similar. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the job done yesterday. But like I say, guys, these picks pay out 1 unit to win 10, right? So it's 1 unit to win 9, but a 10x play. And we're hitting them around 1 in every 8, meaning we're going to make a lot of money even though we don't hit plays every single day. Now, let's get into the NBA picks. Well, actually, we're going to start off with talking about the Discord. This is super important. The Discord is where I drop in plays every single day. You guys can get in here, and it's 100% free. You guys can lock in. I'm pretty sure we have, almost 300 or 400 members now. So make sure you guys are locked in and get in on the Discord, and it's 100% free. So join up, get some free picks. Let's make some money over there. Now, let's get back over to, I can see some people put in some red react. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to react to the red reactions. If we're trying to go for a 10x play and we're not hitting it every single day, that's normal. Like, come on, guys. We got to hit a 10x play. 1 in every 10 plays to break even, 1 in every 8 plays to make a lot of profit. So if I miss 7 days in a row and I hit 1 day, I'm still very profitable, way more profitable than the average sports bettor. Now, let's get into the soccer plays. And if any of that stuff that I explained about doesn't make any sense, drop a comment down below. I will respond to you. let's get into the soccer plays. We're going to go for 2 soccer plays and then 2 NBA picks. Let's get right in here. We're going to passes attempted, and we're going down to this Aston Villa versus Nottingham Forest. It shows not M Forest, but Nottingham Forest versus Aston Villa. What we're doing right here is we're going to target these 2 guys, Ortega and Milenkovic, and we're taking the under for both of these guys. And there's a good reason for why we're taking the under here. So both of these guys are on the same team, which is Nottingham Forest, right? And they're going up against Aston Villa. They're obviously going to be playing in the same game, right? This is a super important thing to realize because they're playing in the same game. The outcome, whether they go over or under, is heavily correlated together often because of what's going to happen in that game, straight up. And we're going to pull up exactly what happened here. These 2 teams played very, very recently, actually just last week. This is kind of a 2-leg fixture. These 2 teams played last week, and what happened was these 2 guys, right? You can see them right here. Ortega and Milenkovic played right next to each other on the field, right? He's the goalkeeper, he's the defender. These guys are playing very close to each other on the field, meaning that if this team, Forest, has the ball a lot, they're going to get a lot of passes, right? These guys are going to pass the ball back and forth a ton, and they're going to get a lot of passes bouncing back between the 2 of them. A lot of the team is going to get passes bouncing, right? When one team has the ball, everybody succeeds. A lot of people get a lot of passes from that. But if they don't have the ball, say this team has the ball, that means that not only is Milenkovic not going to get the ball very much, not only is Milenkovic not going to get passes, Ortega's not going to get passes either. So what we can do is we can say, wait, if this guy doesn't get any passes, this guy won't as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them on the under together so I can take advantage of both of these guys going on the under together or on the over together. The idea is that these are correlated props, right? If this guy hits, this guy's more likely to hit. If this guy misses, this guy's more likely to miss, and so on. So we're taking both of these guys on the under. If you guys want a reason as to why I'm taking them on the under and not on the over, well, first of all, this team is actually a heavy underdog in this game. And a lot of times when you are the heavy underdog in soccer, the heavy favorite will control the ball a lot. They will control the possession a ton. In addition to that, this is a little bit more tactical, but this is a leg 2 out of 2, meaning that if they combine your score over the 2 games, that the team with a higher score will win. The team with more goals will end up moving on to the next round. This is kind of a tournament right here. And Nottingham Forest actually did win that last game 1-0. So now they are already ahead before the game even starts. They're already ahead. They're ahead 1-0 if you count moving on to the next round. So they will likely be playing a little bit more on the back foot, a little bit more trying to defend, not really getting the ball a ton, not really passing it around the back much. The other team, Aston Villa, is going to have the ball more. They are the heavy favorites. They are the home team. I expect Forest to not see much of the ball and Milenkovic and Ortega to go on the under together. Now, this could obviously miss, but these are 2 plays that I like today, and we're turning it into a correlated duo that'll hit together instead of just 2 random picks that'll probably hit at a 50% chance at each of them, right? Now, that's enough for the soccer plays. We're going to continue building out this 4-man, and we're going to take 2 NBA picks because we got Detroit and Cleveland and OKC and LA going into game 2. We're going to start off with Detroit and Cleveland, and this is just a personal play that I absolutely love, which is going to be fading Jalen Duren. This idea of fading Jalen Duren has worked very well throughout the entire playoffs. Today, we're taking him on the under at 7 defensive rebounds. In the last 10 games, he's only hit this one time where he got 9 defensive rebounds, and he hasn't even hit 7. Like, he's been getting 6, 4, 5. He got 5 in the game 1, and now it's obviously game 2. This is not a very great matchup for him going up against Cleveland, who do run a double big lineup with Mobley and Allen quite a bit. So getting rebounds is just more difficult when those guys are on the floor. And if Jared Allen played anywhere like he did last time, hopefully he's not dealing with too much injury. But if he played anywhere like he did last time, this should be a very, very good spot to go ahead and hit Jalen Duren on the under, because obviously the more rebounds that Allen gets, the less rebounds that Duren gets. So that's going to be play number 1. We're fading Jalen Duren on the defensive rebounds here at 7. Now, that's going to play number 1 for the NBA, of course. Now, before we get into play number 2, or I guess I should say play number 4, if you guys want to get all these picks from me, make sure to join up on the Discord. If you want to get the picks actually on the VIP and understand how to profit on these, you're getting 10 plus slips every single day, not just picks, actual slips. We almost always run 4-mans on PrizePicks. And the idea that we have is we're taking 2 correlated plays here, and then the other 2 plays are going to be correlated as well. So we're not just taking a bunch of random picks. In the NBA, of course, I like throwing in some picks for you guys that are not necessarily correlated, because I know you guys like to see the NBA, but in the VIP, we mean business. We are locking in 2 correlated stacks in a 4-man, and that prints money for us. So that's what we do on the VIP. If you guys want to get in there and try it out, you can get on the VIP right here. 147 for the month, 47 for the week. Some people say these prices are high, but at the end of the day, nobody does what we do. Like straight up, nobody does anything near the volume that we do, anywhere near the strategy that we have on this app. Now, let's get into play number 4. It's AJ Mitchell right here on the under at 4 assists. Now, this is a little bit of a different switch up. This is not just a personal play that I like the look of. This is a math-based play. AJ Mitchell right here on PrizePicks is going at even odds, meaning that he's at 4. PrizePicks thinks, if he goes over, it's whatever. If he goes under, it's whatever. There's not a way that PrizePicks thinks it's going to lean. Does that make sense? If it was a goblin play at 4, PrizePicks thinks he's going to go over 4, right? That's a simple way to explain it. But because it's an even play at 4, no goblin, no demon, no juice on either side, PrizePicks thinks this is going to be even odds, right? He could go over, he could go under. It's not up to us. If we lock this in over on FanDuel, I can show you guys for 4.5, right? Which is only a little bit higher than 4, but 4.5. The under is trading at a minus 205. Minus 200 is huge favor, right? So FanDuel, who puts like billions and billions of dollars into their research, thinks that this is a heavy favorite for AJ Mitchell to get 4 or less, right? So less than 4.5 assists here. So we're going to take that information. We're going to go back over to PrizePicks and we're going to go ahead and hit AJ Mitchell right here on the under. And I've done this, research on more apps than just FanDuel, but I think it's super easy to show you guys FanDuel because a lot of you guys are on FanDuel, right? So AJ Mitchell on FanDuel is trading at minus 205. Then we can get him on PrizePicks. Obviously it's 4 instead of 4.5, but it's still a good value because the juice is so huge at minus 4, or I guess under 4, I should say. And this is going to be our 4-man for the day. So we like Milankovic, Ortega on the under together, Jalen Duren on the under at 7 rebounds, AJ Mitchell on the under at 4. I'm just realizing now we took 4 unders. The casual bettors are not going to like this. Casual bettors are over addicted, I guess I should say. But these are our 4 plays for today. Like I said, guys, is this going to hit 100% guarantee? No. Is this going to hit 1 in every 8? That's what I can say. 1 in every 8 is around what we've been hitting in the last few months. And that's what I feel confident about saying, meaning that we could literally miss 8 plays in a row or 7 plays in a row and hit 1 and then we're still up, right? We could miss 20 plays in a row. We could miss 30 plays in a row and then hit 3 or hit 4 and then we're up, right? We could miss 35 straight plays, hit 4 plays and then we're winning, right? This is a long-term strategy. This is a long shot play. So I need you guys to understand before you guys, drop a comment like saying, if this hits, I'm going to join VIP, or if this hits, then I'll invest in the program. Like, no. You need to take this at volume. You need to take this a lot of these plays in order to understand why you profit from this. That being said, these are my favorite picks for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and actually learned something. That is always my goal in these videos, not just feed you guys picks, but actually teach you guys how to win on PrizePicks. That's all I got. I appreciate y'all. Let's make some money.